FM 89.9 KMOJ, no question about it. It's truly the People Station. Y'all get ready for that fantastic voyage. There's no question about it. It's going to take place. It's the 8th annual Memorial Weekend. So if you don't have your ticket, you can't get on the boat. It's just that simple. It's 89.9 KMOJ, ladies and gentlemen, in the studio. Now check this out. Grace Media Network, The Legacy, and Barber Morning Show presents 2015 Stop Bullying Now movement. It's a family forum. It's a concert series. And it's kind of like taking it from the street to the pulpit seat. I'm just saying. That's what it says. That's what it says. SB Barber, good early afternoon to you. How you feeling?
I feel wonderful. And, hats off to the listeners that are listening at the People Station today, and this is home. This is home. 36 years in the Twin Cities, I believe that it warrants me saying this is home.
Look at you, look at you, look at you. And for the listening audience, give them just a little bit about what this is all about, what's going on, what's really about to take place.
All right. When I say from the street to the pulpit seat, bullying, what does it look like? Some will say, you know what, get over it. Everyone can't get over it. That's no different than saying racism, get over it. Trauma and pain determine how a person gets over it, and that they don't have the opportunity to deal with that, and it becomes silence. That is a monster waiting to destroy someone or that person. And so we're bringing action plans. Some may cry a little bit. Mm-hmm. We're ready for that.
That's
we got
all right.
the tissue.
That's all right.
That's what it's all about. The family must be able to do that without the pecking order. Mm-hmm. In other words, stop punking out. Okay. But yet, you're raising a monster, and you don't even know it because you constantly say the pecking order. Stop punking out. Mm-hmm. Men, boys don't cry. Stop that. But in the meantime, bullying is taking place. We're going to talk about a little bit here to let people know we are aware that our teenagers are dealing with date rape. That boo and that, what do y'all call the
How do you say, babe?
Shorty, things are...
B-A-E, babe? Yeah. That's my babe, yeah.
Yes. And yet, she's starry-eyed and puppy love, and she's thinking about the prom. He's not thinking that way.
Right.
And the next thing you know, he's snatching her cell phone. He wants to know every move that she's making. He's controlling her life. This is happening on middle school, high school, and don't even get me started when it comes to grown folks. Mm-hmm. Grown folks. I'm talking about age 35 and down, still going through that kind of madness and craziness, but it is bullying. Mm-hmm. And so we're saying, if we can help you look in the mirror from the stories to see what does it look like to get you thinking about how you're parenting. Because if you're able to change that parenting style, you have an opportunity to raise a kingdom of young folks that have been realigned, and they're saying, we are a no bullying zone. We are a no violence zone.
And what you said, I like the fact that you said parents and parenting, because a lot of times we blame the kids for the positioning of where they're at. And they got it from somewhere.
That's right.
So you got to look where it starts from.
That's right.
And when we're definitely talking about stop bullying, because that's one of the things that I think, when they talk about our peers or the other group of people that are different than this group and that makes them better than the other. Well, we all breathe the same air.
That's right.
And we all live on the same planet.
Correct.
So we got to learn how to live and work together and have fun together. A lot of times we don't, speak to each other well or right or correct, because of how we feeling.
That's right.
And that's really what it comes from. And I think that's what extends that lineup of bullying. And they're only extending how they really feel on the inside. And most people who are bullying, they've been hurt somewhere, sometime in their lifetime, be it young or old.
You just hit the point right there.
Yeah.
We don't want to, it's like the dishwater, the bath water. We don't want to throw the baby out,
Mm-hmm.
we want to get rid of the water, the dirty water.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to continue to use a clean mop in a dirty pan of water,
Okay.
because you're really not cleaning. Nothing's really changing, and you're still walking around with that toxin. And so teenagers are experiencing this. They need to be able to get that out. They need to be able to talk about it without any judgment on the conversation. When was the last time parents really said, hey, let's talk?
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk. They don't always want to hear, I told you. Now, I'm a parent too. I know what that sounds like. But I'm learning too. And I'm learning through them. We need to stop always saying, I told you so. Because if you're parenting the right way and that child does acknowledge that they did something that you told them not to do, etc., or a better way, the child is already acknowledging, okay, I had to hit my head on the wall, but I got it. I got it. And so we should, at that point, celebrate that. Because regardless to whatever the young person is going through, we can help them if we listen.
Okay, well, we're going to listen right now because you got a young man here with us. Please introduce yourself. Pull the microphone close to you just a little bit. How you feeling this early afternoon, sir?
I'm feeling all right.
Okay, your name is?
Namir Fierce.
Now,
Also
repeat that again.
Namir.
Namir?
Yeah,
Namir.
that's my name.
Okay, but then there was a AKA, also known as
Dope Vision.
Dope Vision.
Yeah.
So talk to us, man. Tell us what's going on.
So I'm going to be doing some hosting on the 16th and the 17th for the Stop Bullying Now event. And I mean, I really think it's just a big issue. It's a huge problem. And I guess the reason why I've chose to align with this cause and why I've chose to participate in it is because no, I haven't experienced bullying. Not the bullying from the movies or what you would usually see, just because I'm a naturally, I'm the type of person, I naturally stand up for myself. I naturally can hold my ground.
Okay, okay.
I have those qualities. I just, I'm not going to be shoved over. I'm not going to be silent when something happens that I don't appreciate. But, I mean, I think it's important that we think about every human being and every child and think about how different people are and how differently people respond to it. I mean, I know I come from a household where, I am affirmed and I do feel loved, and I feel like I can tell my parent everything that needs to be told. But what about the kids that don't feel that way, who feel they have no one to run to? And it's just, what makes it really sick when we think about it is the fact that a child should be able to go anywhere and not to worry about violence and not to worry about being picked on or hurt. It should be school. School isn't a place for the foolishness, you know what I'm saying? I should be able to learn without fear that I'm going to be hurt or that I'm going to be picked on or, messed with. That shouldn't even be a question. And school isn't the only place where bullying takes place. Bullying happens throughout life, through many stages of life, to people of all ages, all genders, all creeds, fraternities, relationships. So
let me ask, how old are you?
I'm 16.
16, and you talking knowledge already like that. That's a beautiful thing. If you could stop bullying, what would be one thing that you say would be one of those big impacts that could just have a concrete niche into it to stop bullying? What would that change be?
Well, I think I would have to agree with my auntie, prophetess. I would have to agree with her and say that it's the parenting.
Okay.
Parenting. It's all about the elders and the parents. Who do these kids feel like they can run to, and why are the bullies bullying? What are they going through? What kind of trauma, what kind of pain in them is causing them to act out in that way? And why are they not being reprimanded for it by a parent?
Okay. All right, so now give us your name and then your AKA so that the listening audience know who they've been listening to.
Yeah, I'm Namir Fierce, AKA Dope Vision.
Okay. And then SB?
Yes.
Lean that microphone back over to you.
Right.
Because when is the event going to take place and what time?
Coming up May 16th and 17th. 2 days. We open up the doors at 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
You can line up and be ready to go. This will take place at North Central University. Why a university? Because we want you to continue to aspire to a higher knowledge, a higher awareness. We want our teenagers to be for them to be enlightened that way and their aspirations. So we wanted to bring them away from certain structures to give them more room to take a real good look at what's going on and be heard. This is about our royal teens, and this will be at North Central University, May 16th and 17th. And it is Stop Bullying Now movement. Now listen, the forum, the breakout sessions, lunch, as well as a non-stop 3-hour concert that will be banging that evening. That Saturday, the concert will begin at 7:45. It will go until 10:45 p.m. And then on Sunday, it will begin at 6:45 p.m. and end at 9:45. And then not only that, that Sunday morning, we will gather for a worship and praise celebration that's absolutely crazy. Because when you dump out and have had these conversations and had the opportunity to sit at the feet of someone like unto a ShedG, or let your life be really looked at by a Dr. BraVada, Garrett-Akinsanya, as well as John Turnipseed, who was notorious, the family name, but the book is Bloodlight, and now he's VP of Urban Ventures and also the fathering program. So parenting is taking on a brand new look. The lineup is absolutely the bomb. Invite them.
No doubt, no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it's going to take place again on Saturday, May 16th and Sunday, May 17th. Now, there'll be moderators, there's commentators, and MCs. Along with that, a lot of keynote speakers.
Absolutely.
No doubt. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, you want to make sure that you get there. It's the 2015 Stop Bullying Now movement. It's a family forum concert series. And now, check this out. Listen to how this is from streets to pulpit seats. And I'd like to say from the streets
Correct.
to the pulpit seats.
That's correct.
Because the streets and the church both has to be hand in hand.
That's
because they're both part of the community. And we got to figure out how to bring them both closer back together.
That's correct.
And one of the things, and this is a little side from this, but at the same time, is a lot of the churches and a lot of the ministries that are out there, it's okay to be in your church service on Sundays. But you got to be in them streets on Monday through Saturday in order to get to see them on Sunday.
You know what? You went there, and I was hoping you would allow me to do so. As a ministry gift, as a spiritual leader and an elder, this is a mandate for marketplace ministry. See, that building, I am the church. You are the body of Christ. We go to that building to assemble ourselves, to be built up, and to get encouragement and dump out too, but we come back out to the streets. It was never meant to be housed the way that it is, with basically signs that give the impression, wait until we're done. We have to go to the street, and that's why we're saying from the street to the pulpit seat, because the pulpit must now come out from its buildings, educate its people to be released. Release the people. Release them. And charge them to go to the streets and be what God has designed for them to be. And that's what our teenagers are, royal teens. Kings, queens, and royal teens. That's what we're talking about.
No doubt. It's going to take place again at North Central University. That address is 910 Elliott Avenue South. And it's going to be Saturday, May 16th and Sunday, May 17th. And it's Stop Bullying Now movement. And it's free registration.
Free.
Anybody that's listening right now, you got somebody that's going through something, or you want to come and learn something, that's where you want to be. And if you'd like more information, what number you have?
They may call 612-805-5756. We are also on Facebook at GMN Live TV, Twitter, GM Network, and on Facebook is also Stop Bullying Now movement page. And I want to say thank you to KMOJ for this opportunity, the People Station, because that's what this is really all about.
No doubt, no doubt. It's FM 89.9 KMOJ. Walter Banks Jr. Q-Bear got you in the midst of drive time. My man ShedG, he's on vacation. He'll be back with us on Monday. And I'm letting you know, every Monday through Friday, this is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
Keeping it real on 89.9 KMOJ.
Is supported
Great
in
job,
part
great
by
job.
listeners like you.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Let's get our
Now, it's going to take place again on Saturday, May 16th and Sunday, May 17th.